Okay, I've been trying to go through and organize and clean out all the boxes here in my new radio room, my entertainment room for my man cave. Here's my old homebrew transmitter. I decided I'm gonna take off that old big ass, 220, that heavy duty 220 power cable, and I'm gonna rewire the transformers for the 110 or 117, whatever this thing is. These are old Peter Dahl hypersill transformers. They were not hypersill. What are they? No, they're not the hypersill. They're the C cores or eight. Was it C core, A core? I can't remember which ones these are, but they're the old. They're the replacements for the old KWS1, SSB transmitter in 75A4 combination, the old Collins, that big sideband transmitter for like the KW1, but the KWS1. That's what these transformers are. Or wait, wait a minute, they could be, which ones are which? Oh no, these ones here in front of the swinging chokes, the other ones are in the back. Now I remember, they're the two in the back. Those are the plate transformers. They're KWS1 plate transformers, but they're Peter Dahls. And I'm just going to rewire the inputs for 110 because I don't have 220 down here in the shack, and I'm not going to mess with it right now. And I've got the 110 outlet there for everything. I'm just going to switch it over. It's no biggie at this point. But I just put the 810 modulator tubes back in. And there's that big 400 CG. I just need to finish up the RF deck. I've got separate screen supply, remember, because I'm going to, there's two terminals. One's for the plate and one's for the screen. And it's going to get powered up differently. At least I think that's what it did. I could go back and look at the schematic to what it did, because I did this several years ago and I never completely finished it. But I replaced the choke. I put a different choke on it. And I took a lot of the plates out of the plate tuning cap because it was way too big. This transmitter will never go above 20 meters anyway. And I had the way it was, the minimum C was huge. It wouldn't even work on 20. And it was just barely meshed at the corner on 40 meters, so I had to take a lot of the plates off to reduce the cap value down, and it worked great. Now it should work fine. But this is that old, the bias supply deck, for the 4400, and it's the grid bias and the screen bias, and this is all going away. I'm going to mount the new T368 exciter rack in here. It's going to go right in there. I'm just going to change out the chassis with the one with the T368 exciter on it, and probably the power supply built next to it. I was going to put the old SB10 SSB adapter in here and make this thing so at least do some grid modulated SSB with, suppressed carrier if I wanted to. And I still may do that. I still may decide to put the other, I may put the exciter there and then the sideband adapter on the other side. But the problem is where to put the power transformers. The sideband adapter has, it has all its supplies built on it, so I don't need supplies for it. But the other one I could mount it down here on the side maybe. And there's that modified negative peak limiter with the two resistors. That's a must. That is definitely a must. So there's the modulator deck. I mean the speech amp driver deck. It's mounted vertically. But I'm going to get this thing going soon. I think I'm going to fire this thing up first. Then I'm going to take the old Viking 2 down there apart. I'm going to build that screen modulated setup I'm talking about. That's one of my main priorities. I want to build that 4D32 screen modulated rig. But I'm going to uncover this here after a while. I'm going to start setting up the equipment, and I'm going to get this thing converted over for 110. And I got my old Mac stereo going, at least part of it. I decided to use this for my thing. To house it. This glass door is nice with the old EQ down there for it and everything. But I'm gonna put a separate table down here for the CD player and my turntable. But I don't know. I'm gonna put a couch over here. I think I was gonna make this a little work area just to start with, and I'm gonna move all this junk out in the garage once I get the rest of the garage organized, because I need to get some cabinets. I went through all the boxes and I organized all the boxes and stacked them all nice and up neat, so I know what's what and where everything is, so I could get to it easy. But this has got to go out in the garage because that's going to be my workshop. It's not going to be in here. But temporarily, while I'm trying to get my radio stuff set up here, I can go ahead and do all the work here, so at least a lot of it. I can modify stuff here, and then when I get everything done, I can move all this junk out of here. Because right now the closet's full of garbage. Not garbage though. There's that sideband adapter there. There's some of my speakers are still wrapped up. There's that Drake receiver that's all wrapped up, and the matching speaker, and I've got some other stuff on top. I don't know what that is. That may be that Mars Mobile. Oh yeah, that's that Mars Mobile transmitter is what that is. I still got to work on that too. And there's those, oh God, what are those? Oh yeah, these were those expander VFOs that used to modify the old CB so you could use them on the extra frequencies, but they're great for 10 meter conversions. They're awesome for that. They work fantastic for that. So that's why those are up here. I have a couple old CBs I'm going to convert someday for 10 meters. And if something can happen and I may not do it, but there's one of them I'm going to do for sure. I think that old Cobra 138 that I found. I bought it mainly for a 10 meter radio so I could convert it just to have some fun and play with it, something to do. But what else is down here? Oh, my other stuff's down there, my power supplies and my Linko transceiver and some other junk. But you all see what I've got out in the garage. Holy cow, this is just the rest of it that I left in here. I have no other place to put it right now. So that's all I have right now. This is the last update, or the most current update. I'm just going through trying to unpack the shack today, and I've got my national receivers are down there, the HRO 50's down there, and then the NC 303 that I use is down there. So I need to probably put those out in the garage for now until I get a chance, because I'm gonna go through everything that I've got little by little now that I'm going into semi-retirement. So this is W5HRO.